Hi guys, welcome back my YouTube channel Akash. If you new in my channel, subscribe and share with your friend. Today is chapter 3 class 8 NCERT summary audio book Social and Political Life third Polity NCERT and chapter 3. So let's start. First topic is why do we need the parliament? We in the India pride ourselves on the being a democracy. Here we will try to understand the relation between the ideas of participation in decision making in the need for democratic government to have the consent of their citizens. It is these elements that together make us a democracy, and this best expressed in the institution of the parliament. In this chapter, we will try to see how to parliament enable citizens of India to parliament in the decision making and control the government, thus making in the most important symbol of the Indian democracy and the key feature of the constitution. Uh, Next topic is why should people decide it? India, as we know, became independent on 15th August 1947. Preceding this was a long and difficult struggle in which many sections of the society participate. People from various backgrounds joined the struggle, and they were inspired by the idea of freedom, equality, and participation in the decision making. Under colonial rule, the people have lived in fear of British government and did not agree with the many of the decisions they took, but they faced the grave danger if they tried to criticize these decisions. The freedom movement changed the situation. The nationalists began to openly criticize the British government, and they make demand as far back as 1885. The Indian National Congress demand that there be elected member in the legislature with a right to discuss the budget and ask questions. The Government of India Act 1909 allowed for some elected representation, while these early legislature under the British government were in the response to growing demands of nationalism. They did not allow to all adults to vote, nor could people participate in the decision making. The experience of the colonial rule as well as participated of the different people in the struggle for freedom left little doubt in the mind of the nationalist that all the person in the independent India would be able to participate in a making decision. With the coming of the independence, we were going to citizens for free country. The did not mean that the government could do what it felt like. It mean that government had to be sensitive to people need to and demand the dreams and aspiration of the freedom struggle. What made the concrete in the constitution of the independent India that laid down the principle of universal adult franchise, that is that all the citizens of the country have to right to vote. And next, people and their representatives. The take of point of democracy in idea of consent, that is the desired approval and participation of people. It is the decision of people that create a democratic government and decide about its functioning. The basic idea in this kind of the democracy in the individual of the citizen is the most important person, that in the principle their government as well as other public institutions need to have to trust of these citizens. How does the individuals give approval of the government? One way they doing so, and you read this truth election, people would elect their representatives to parliament. Then one group from the among these elected representatives from the government, the parliament, which made up the all representative together control and guides the government. In this sense, people throw their chosen representatives from the government and also control it. And next is role of parliament. role of the parliament. Created after 1947, the Indian Parliament is expression of the faith the people of India have in principle of democracy. These are participation by people in the decision making process, the government by consent. The parliament, our system, has immense power because it is the representatives of people. Elections to the parliament are held in similar manner as they are for the state legislature. The Lok Sabha is usually elected one every 5 years. The country is divided into numerous constituents as shown in the map previous page. Each of these constituents elected one person to parliament. The candidate who contest election usually belong to different political parties. And go on, the next is once elected this candidate becomes member of the parliament of the MP. This MP together make up parliaments. Once election to the parliament have taken place of the parliament need to perform the following function. A is to select the national government. National government. Parliament of India consists of the President, the Rajya Sabha and Lok Sabha. After the Lok Sabha election, a list prepared showing how to MP belong to each political party. For a political party to form the government, they must have majority of elected MPs. Since there are the 543 elected plus 2 Anglo India. 543 elected plus 2 Anglo Indian. Nominated member in the Lok Sabha. To have the majority, a party should have at least half the member, that is 272 member or more. The opposition in parliament is formed by all the political parties that oppose the majority party. Coalition form the large amongst these parties is called opposition parties. One of the most important function of the Lok Sabha is to select the executive. The executive as the is a group of persons who work together to implement the law made by the parliament. This executive is often that we had mind when we use the term government. The Prime Minister of India is leader of the ruling party in the Lok Sabha from the MP who belong to her party. The Prime Minister is select minister to work with her to implement decision. These ministers that then take the charge of different areas of government functioning like health, education, finance, etc. Oftentimes in the recent past has been difficult for a single political party to get a majority that they required to form of government. Then they join it together with the different political parties who are interested in similar concern to form what is the known as coalition government. The Rajya Sabha functioning primarily as the representative of the state of the India is the parliament. The Rajya Sabha can also initiate legislature and bill in the required to pass through the Rajya Sabha is ordered to become a law. It therefore has an important role of the reviewing the altering if alternation are needed. The law initiated by the Lok Sabha, the member of the Rajya Sabha are elected by the elected members of the legislature assembly of the various state. There are 233 elected members plus 12 members nominated by the president. And B is to control, guide and information the government. The parliament, while in this session, begins the question hour. The question hour is an important mechanism through which MP can elicit information about the working of the government. This is very important way through which the parliament controls the executive by the asking questions. The government is alerted to its shortcoming. They also come to know the opinion of the people through their representatives in the parliament. That is, MP asking question of the government in a crucial task for every MP. The opposition party play a critical role in the healthy functioning of the democracy. They highlighted drawback in the various policies and programs of the government and the mobilized popular support for their own parties. The government gets valuable feedback and is kept on its toes by the questions asked by MP. In addition, in all the matters dealing with the finance and parliament's approval is crucial for government. This is one of the several ways in which the parliament control, guides and informs the government. The MP are representatives of the people, have the central role in thus controlling, guiding and informing parliament, and this key aspect of the functioning of Indian democracy. And C is lawmaking. Lawmaking is significant function of the parliament. We shall read about in next chapters. Who are the people in the parliament? Parliament now has a more and more people from the different background. For example, there are more rural member as also member from the many regional parties, group and peoples that were till the now unrepresented and beginning to get elected to parliament. There has also been the increase in political parties from the Dalit and backward classes. Let us look at the following table that is shown in the page number 39, and it has been observed that representative democracy cannot produce a preferred reflection of the society. There is a realization that when interested and experienced separation as it is the important to ensure that the communities that have been historically marginalized and are given adequate representation with the mind. Some seats are reserved in the parliament for the SC and ST. This has been done to MP elected from the these constituency will familiar with the can represent Dalit and Adivasi interested in parliament. Similar, it has more recently been suggested that there should be reservation of the seat for women. This issue of the still beginning debate 60 years ago. Only 4% of MP were women and total is just above 11%. This is a small share when you consider that fact that half the population of the women. It is issue of this kind that forced the country to ask certain difficult and often unresolved question about whether our democratic system is representative enough. The fact that we can ask this question and are working towards answer is reflection of the strength and faith that the people in India have the democratic form of government. And you see in the next chapter, chapter 4. I will meet in the next chapter. Thank you for watching me and listening me. Thanks, and please share and subscribe this channel, and don't forget to hit the bell icon for notification of this new videos, and keep smile, keep healthy. Signing off.